Sasquatch sighting captured on camera near Tsalie Lake on the Navajo Nation. Nick reports his sighting on Bigfoot Media Group. Saw this creature on August 12, 2024 around 6:30 a.m. on the Navajo Nation reservation just as the sun was about to rise above the mountains east of Tsalie Lake. I was there fishing and was at a place called the Point on the northeast side of the lake. As I was casting out lures and gazing around the lake and noticed movement on the left side of my peripheral vision, I stood up and noticed something reddish with lots of hair. I dropped my rod and got down on my knees to get pictures and tried to stay as steady as possible because the thing was around 250 yards away. I had to zoom in and took a few pictures. As I was watching, it walked towards the shore of the lake. I thought it was going to go to the lake, but it stopped in the bushes of the sage that are at least 5 feet tall. I was the only one at the lake at the time. I think it might have saw me because where I was clearly visible. Then it turned around and started to head back into the forest. It made no sound, but the way it walked was not like a person. It had big strides, and it seemed like it just took a few steps back into the trees. I say it was about 6 to 7 feet tall. Those fence posts are usually about the same height as to keep the horses and cattle in the field for the grazing. But it was a surreal moment for me, and we do have sightings here in the Chuska Mountains area here on the reservation. RMSO observation. That reddish-brown color is about the same color as the last Bigfoot captured on camera in northeast Arizona on the Navajo Nation. If the sage hitting the creature about chest height are around 5 feet tall, then the creature would be 1.5 to 2 feet taller, putting this creature over 6 feet easily. The color of this creature is the same color often described in this part of Arizona, all the way down to the lush forests around the Mogollon Rim, where the people report a creature that can get around 7 feet tall, 400 pounds, reddish-brown, and is often referred to as the Mogollon Monster. Not long ago, there were some really nice Bigfoot tracks found northeast of Tsalie Lake, just across the New Mexico border near Shiprock along the San Juan River, and Dave Oz captured a really nice photo of the Bigfoot near the same area too. Bigfoot activity, sightings, and evidence in New Mexico and the Four Corners region. Make sure you subscribe and smash that bell button so that you can get the notifications of the 2 or more videos we post each week. Dave Oz, who is a New Mexico and Four Corners Bigfoot investigator, writes RMSO. There is a lot of activity in the Mogollon Rim of Arizona. Surprised this has not been reported by camp hosts more often. There are the Four Corner locations too. I know a gal who used to camp close to the site where Travis Walton and his logging crew were abducted by alleged aliens in the 1970s. Told me a few years back she will not camp there anymore due to observed gray aliens and Bigfoot activity. It's apparently still ongoing after the abduction occurred. I remember 3 years ago listening to my police scanner about a gorilla observed near my home off US 64 near Sunray Casino, New Mexico. Bright sunny morning at 7 a.m. and a female sheriff deputy reported to stopping a car and saying to the dispatch, "I also saw that gorilla while turning around on the highway," with a voice that she really didn't want to see or deal with it. The area has a fair share of sightings, especially in and around nearby San Juan River from Colorado all the way into Utah. Dave Oz sends us a photo from this area. RMSO responds, "Interesting, Dave, thank you. Enjoyed hearing about this going on in and around that area." Dave Oz elaborates on Bigfoot evidence documented along the San Juan River in New Mexico. San Juan River between Kirtland and Shiprock, New Mexico, August 2008. We don't give exacting locations for further study, but I can say this river has activity everywhere and anywhere between its source around Wolf Creek past Colorado all the way into Utah area. Between Farmington and downstream from Shiprock appears to be the hottest activity. Basically pick a spot and look around. People will also talk about strange vocalizations, footprints, rocks thrown, tree branch structures, and that's a good place to start as well. RMSO responds, "Look how those toes appear to function almost like fingers. A lot of great information can be derived from this single photo. Thanks, Dave. Great job documenting this." Dave continued, "Thanks a lot, much appreciated. The mud may have held an accurate print. The good thing is there are more out there. This one was the best, others more distorted and misshapen. I was with J.C. Johnson back then looking at a spot where a car had been driven off the road a few months earlier and heavy equipment were pulling it out. We noticed footprints all over the riverbank, also observed where a tribal policeman tried to erase the footprints but didn't get them all. Here's some rock wall art near the area. The ancient newspaper tells it all. Here's a cropped-in photo of an upright object. It is not a rock, shadow, or vegetation, but something solid and blocking light while standing within the pinyon pines." Yeah, I would like to thank Dave for all the photos and all the reports that he has sent us from that area. It's an amazing area. As a matter of fact, he talks about the Wolf Creek Pass in Colorado. We have received several Bigfoot sighting reports from that Wolf Creek Pass in Colorado. As a matter of fact, it's been less than a year since we got the last one. So these Bigfoot do like to follow the rivers and the creeks. There are several reports in Teos County, New Mexico that are on the BFRO website. There's one in July 2009, an 8-foot-plus figure that was photographed peering into a couple's RV near the Red River. There's also, more recent, 2011, there was a couple driving home and they have a nighttime sighting near Tres Piedras. Near the Four Corners region on Navajo tribal lands, this photograph was taken. According to the witness that took the photograph, the Bigfoot isn't very tall, but it appears to be carrying something. The witness believes that it was carrying lumber from a tore-down shed nearby. However, a lot of experts that took a look at this photo very closely believe it is carrying a deer, and the head of the deer is behind the creature with ears and antlers and everything. This Four Corners region is a paranormal hotspot, and it's also a Bigfoot sighting hotspot. We have been on several Bigfoot expeditions into the area, especially along the Mogollon Rim and the border of New Mexico, Arizona, Utah, Colorado, investigating sightings. I hope you guys enjoyed. Keep on watching. We're going to keep on squatching. Make sure you subscribe and click that bell button so you get all the notifications of the 2 to 3 or more videos that we post each week.